Here's day 2 of this painting, and I'm going to record my progress on this painting and take notes on it, because this is really illuminating about, a lot of my issues with art, which is I really love starting paintings and I hate finishing them. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But I do like finishing this because, again, I learned yesterday I've learned this a long time, many, many times, but the thing is you have to constantly renew your knowledge of things, otherwise they just fly out, they fly out of my brain, okay? I'm not going to tell other people how to think, because the way I think is the way I think, and I can't put that on anybody else. But things just fly out of my brain. I need constant repetition. And I'm at a point where I'm pleased to be finishing this painting. But I don't know when I'm going to be done, but it's getting there. Like, the legs obviously need work. Like, right here, there's a lot of problems here. And in the shadow, I got to get information dark in the shadow on what's going on these legs. I can't just leave them. The feet are always an issue. That feet's in the dirt, but I have to show some foot. And the feet are really the hardest part of a horse to draw, believe it or not. The feet are the hardest part to draw. I'm doing sketchy things on the face. I'm not going to do eyes, nose, and mouth. Like, I'm just going to do it sketchy because, like I said, I don't like doing faces. And one of the things I need to kind of look out for are my bad habits that make it that much harder. When I started working on this today, it was, I went from an ugly phase, which was the last video, to this phase, and there was a whole couple of hours of like just laying stuff down, and it just doesn't look right for a long time until you get past what I call the ugly stage of painting, which is where it's just so ugly you don't see the end of it, because when you start adding color and working towards finish, which is like one of my weaknesses, there's a phase where you just don't know I don't know what I'm doing. So, not you, me. So I just like stop. All right, let me start a new one. And that's what made me do this video right now, is the thought went in my head, why don't I start a new one? Put this aside and finish it later, which is like the story of my life. I need to finish this. I need to start selling my paintings again because I've been spending a lot of money. I have a job, but, come on. It's really pathetic. This is yesterday's palette. And I'm working against myself by using yesterday's palette because I have a medium here that's got linseed oil, turpentine, and Damar varnish, which makes this stuff tacky. So it's not pleasant. So what I need to do is set up a new palette. But since it's kind of late in the day, maybe I'll set up a little bit of a new palette. And I've added colors, which makes it more complicated. The other thing is... oh God, menopause. Who the hell remembers anything? I don't know what the other thing is, but oh yeah, the starting a new painting, which is very attractive because I feel like now I got it down. Let me do more, because maybe I'll be able to do more of these and someday, like, maybe actually make a living at selling my paintings. But you can't do that unless you have a reliable inventory, which I do not. So I decided to do the second video just to kind of like as a cautionary tale to myself, and so people can see my paintings, because I don't really show them as much as I should. And that's the story. Okay. And oh yeah, I got so disgusted at some point earlier that I went and put on the movie Casino on demand, and I'm watching that while I'm painting this, which is like avoidance tactic. Okay, that's it. Painting lessons from Joe.